Greetings and welcome back. They just released part 1 trailer for Sengoku Dynasty's release on November 7th, 1.0. And in this video, and I'll have just in the background me walking around the village that I'm working on so far, we're going to talk about what we're excited about in this one, some neat things that are seen, and to pull out some details in there and notice some little key things that were sitting around behind his shoulder as he was talking about exactly what's going on in the release, and see how much we have that we can now do with the new daimyo system. Let's dive in. So, things that stood out to me. First off, if you haven't watched it, pause this, watch this video. It's in the links, and then come back here. So, it's worth your time. I think you'll enjoy it. So, things that stood out. Number one, we saw two, I thought, really cool weapons that are not in the game yet. If you see right here, there is something that is akin to a naginata, although its blade length looks a little long, so I'll have to double check exactly what weapon that exactly is. But it appears to act like we would expect for somebody using a naginata. And also the Tetsubo, the giant club, that looks really satisfying to use to smash a bandit's face in. So I'm definitely all about using that thing in the future. Definitely love the fact that there is now just kind of like what we were thinking about, where on some places on the map there are these spaces where there's just like stuff going on that just looks like something's gonna be there. Interesting. And sure enough, now there are bandit groups that are going to be there, and as you see on the map here, there's camps, right? Like a looter's camp here in the northwest in Sasogi region, and also bosses. Oh, there's boss fights. That's going to be satisfying. I'm definitely going to enjoy the liberation by going through and doing some of these boss fights, that's for sure. Then, other things that kind of stood out here, the daimyo system, yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. And I do love the idea that this is it. We are going to become the leader of the peasant kingdom, and this is the route we can get there. Now, some things that I really wanted to pull out of this, details that I wanted to kind of tug out of what I see on here is, you may see you get certain liberation bonuses, certain dynasty experience points, and liberation benefits for each thing. Like, for example, we're looking at the East Swamps area, and we'll be able to get access to iron sand. Totally called that one. That's exactly what we're doing for our mining. And different resources for clay and our trees. Now, I also noticed there's a small furnace, a small Tatara, and also newer weapons, steel-clad spear. Interesting. And then there's obviously the things you have to do to get it liberated, and the threat level. I appreciate that, where it's just basically saying, hey, look, this is how many enemies are there. Good luck. You're gonna have to get through it. And of course, the dynasty experience, right? Like that's a key thing that stands out as well. Something else that I noticed in the Sasogi region, once they liberated it, you see here, there's copper ore in the game. Interesting. I'll be looking forward to going through and smelting that and getting through smithing that stuff up and seeing what we can get out of that as well. And I love the fact that on the map we get to spread our influence and see how far we've gotten, to see what we have and get access to building different key structures, which we've already seen in the game as special projects, but now we have to get the region and then rebuild the features and get ourselves in a spot where we are restoring everything that the peasant kingdom can become. And I am looking forward to taking Iwasaki as soon as I can, so I can get that iron ore processing station. And yeah. And maybe even getting that house on the hill, because I want myself a very beautiful medieval Japanese manor in this game. We will be there. And let's see here. I think this is going to be a really exciting set of things to see in the future, and I'm definitely looking forward to video part 2, and I hope you are as well. And I thank you all for your time. Leave a comment and let me know what you're looking forward to the most in the game. I'm excited for this, and I'm very excited to do the live on November 7th. Take care, y'all.